Let's make wild assumptions based on the promo photos and preview for episode 4 of season 2 of House of the Dragon. First, we're getting more delightful scenes between Sir Simon Strong and his grace, Daemon Targaryen. I have a feeling that Sir Simon will take Daemon around to show him just how in disrepair Harrenhal is, and if he wants to garrison an army there, there's a lot of work to be done. Maybe we can get one of those 80s montage things of them just goofing off and fixing the castle up together. Though honestly, any more scenes with Sir Simon Strong, I'm 100% behind. I love that guy. He won my heart with one scene last episode. Looks like Daemon will have more meetings with Alice Rivers, who hopefully will say more spooky shit to him. I'm hoping we get to see even more visions. Daemon in the throne room is probably a continuation of the Werewood and or Alice, having him work through his past and his sins through these visions, dreams, whatever you want to call them. I'd expect we're going to see his brother and maybe his brother's wife in this next episode, and there's going to be some what ifs. What if Daemon sat the throne? What if he was with Emma? What if Viserys never was? Or was the younger brother, or again, gave the throne to Daemon? They definitely talked about how this season is Daemon working through his past and his regrets and finally breaking down and seeing where he's at in life. He's also coming from, arguing with the one person that he finally opened himself up to and thought that he was doing right by them, and then they basically said, no, you suck, get out of here. Which I don't have the exact interview quote with me right now, but Matt Smith was talking about it along with the director for that episode, and how Daemon's crushed. Like, this is one of the worst things that could happen to him. Rhaenyra spurning him and saying, I can't trust you, because to him, he felt 100% trustworthy. So now he's going through things such as seeing younger Rhaenyra of the mistakes he's made and how they've led him to the place he's currently at. But let's move on to King's Landing. It looks like Aegon is fighting with a small council with a Kingsguard buddy hanging out behind him. Perhaps Aegon begins to realize he needs to go out and fight to get more people on his side. After all, his namesake didn't hide in a castle while others fought for him. He went out with his sister wives on dragons and burned them all. I'm really hoping this image of Aegon and Alicent having a conversation is Alicent trying to tell him she made a mistake with what she thought was what Viserys wanted. Then Aegon can ask how she figured it out, and Alicent can say she secretly met with Rhaenyra, and Aegon can imprison her for just being a twat. Why didn't you call the guards, Alicent? Come on. It's more likely she's telling him, hey, don't fight, stay in King's Landing, and show mercy to his half-sister. If Alicent can't tell Aegon the truth, she can try to minimize the bloodshed she is 100% responsible for. It does in the preview seem like she's poking the beast with Aegon, telling him he may be half the king his father was, and then having 0 Fs to give when he tells her to watch it. I mean, at this point, what's he gonna do? Execute his mom? He's going to lose even more people on his side. He has to know that. Of course, we saw Sunfire flying over King's Landing as we did in one of the teaser trailers before season 2 even premiered, so we know Aegon is heading out to war. Sunfire doesn't look quite as splendid as I thought he would, but I think maybe seeing him more this episode, it can redeem what we've seen so far. Lars Strong is sitting with a book, probably all his little notes. Either he's talking with Aegon or Alicent. If Alicent, I hope he lets it slip. He knows the meeting with Rhaenyra, and he blackmails the hell out of her. Maybe we'll get another foot scene. We do know Olivia Cook was really mad that there was a prolonged sex scene with Kristen Cole that they ended up cutting out, so maybe she'll be happier if they keep in a foot scene. Oh dang, the smirking Aemond. I'm praying he now wants to get even with Aegon for all the years of bullying. I mean, Aegon was Aemond's original bully. You can say whatever happened with Luke, whatever happened with the girls and the strong boys in general. Aegon has always been Aemond's #1 bully. His smirk could be Aegon deciding not only will he go to battle, but Aemond on Vhagar will join him. That way all the pesky rumors Aegon was told were being spread, Alicent wants him out of the city so she and Aemond can rule, can be put to bed. Those rumors can't be true if Aemond is also going out with him to fight. I hope Aemond totally burns the hell out of Aegon while on his pretty dragon. There's no way that Aemond doesn't let all those years of torture finally come bubbling up, kind of like how he did with Luke. You're seeing someone that just endured for so long, and now they have power and they have the ability to enact revenge. On Dragonstone, we have the War Council and see Rhaenys and Corlys. Chances are they will be sent to deal with different aspects of Rhaenyra's war after her talk with Alicent, because Rhaenyra realizes there's no other way now. There's no talking, there's no trying to figure this out. She needs to unleash her dragons, she needs to win this war. And like we heard her say in the preview, this can't just be about a crown, it has to be something further. Really hoping she shares with Jace the Song of Ice and Fire, but I don't know, it seems pertinent that she would try to tell him just just in case something happens to her. Of course, maybe Rhaenyra and Jace are getting into it because Jace figures out Rhaenyra went to King's Landing and he goes, how stupid could you be? That was the stupidest thing you could have done. Or maybe they're talking about dragon seeds. I feel like for most of this season, Jace has said, hey, I'm gonna do this, and Rhaenyra's gone, no, you're not. So to see Jace be a little bit more aggressive and take the reins and tell his mom, like, hey, you may say this is what you want me to do, but you're being a little stupid right now. Lastly, we got images of Sir Friendzone and his posh knight buddy. Given Gawain's appearance, a battle is fought, and he gets roughed up a bit. I'm choosing to believe these images are them seeing a dragon in the sky. Spoilers for book lore, just in case you don't want to know what happens next episode, but based off the footage we're seeing and the images, we're at least seeing the sacking of Duskendale. Chances are Lord Gunther Darklyn is the man being executed by Cole in the most awkward motion ever. Look at his arms. What is happening? I mean, I guess maybe Cole's never executed someone before, so he doesn't really know how to swing, but yeah, that's all stiff arms. Not a really good way to chop someone's head off. I'm guessing the Battle of Rook's Rest will also happen this episode. I can't see them doing the sack of Duskendale, and then episode 5 we get into Rook's Rest. House Stunton will see what happened to Duskendale and beseech Rhaenyra to send a dragon, say, hey, we need your help. Duskendale fell in a snap of a finger. If you want people to have a foothold in the crown lands that are supportive for you, we need a dragon now. So then we'll see Rhaenys come on melees, and then there will be a surprise attack by Sunfire and Vhagar. I wouldn't be surprised if for episode 4 we see a majority of the episode with battles. I think, of course, we'll get dialogue and all that other good stuff that progresses the plot forward and helps with characterization. But I think for the most part, we're going to see some pretty heavy battle scenes and dragons fighting each other, which is going to be absolutely crazy. I think we've all been waiting for this, just not a one-sided thing of Vhagar going chomp chomp, but seeing a competent rider like Rhaenys on melees coming up against Sunfire and Vhagar. It's going to be a pretty interesting fight and really cool to see. So those are my thoughts for episode 4 of House of the Dragon Season 2. You can let me know, what are your predictions? What do you think is going to happen?